Hi everyone, welcome to Crafting with Cora. Today what I want to show you is how to glitter a Christmas ornament. So there's a lot of debate in the craft world on how to do this, but I'm going to show you the method that I've been using and I find that it's working really well for me. What you're going to need is some glitter. So I chose to use some Christmas green that I got from designblanks.ca, some polyacrylic. So this is just to show you what the can looks like. I will be adding the supplies in the video, so don't worry if you don't remember the name as I'm going through. I just use a squeeze bottle to use the polyacrylic. I find it a lot easier to maneuver than a big can like this. And then you're going to need an ornament. So I buy them in bulk as well from designblanks.ca. They usually come in a little bag like this, and they come with their own lid and hangers. But for the purpose of this video, we only just really need the bulb. So to start off, you're going to need your ornament and you're going to need a cup. Doesn't matter what it is. You can use egg cartons, whatever you want. You're just going to have to drain this ornament once you've put the polyacrylic in it. I'm going to open up my squeeze bottle. There's not really a magic amount to put in there. Some people use syringes. Some people use squeeze bottles. I just squeeze them in there and then just twirl it around. And you can see it's two different colors. So you see the white stuff is where the polyacrylic is. But don't worry, it's going to come see-through once I've covered it all and it's drained. So I just kind of move it around until everything's there. Now I've covered, everything looks white, doesn't look clear anymore. So I'm going to put it in my cup and I'm just going to let it sit there for a few minutes and wait until all the excess is done. I usually let them sit there for about 5-10 minutes and then I add the glitter on. So we'll let that go. Okay, so now that my ornament has been draining, you can see it's clearer now than it was before. I'm going to turn it around. I put it in the same cup. Everything that you've been dripping has been dripping to the bottom, so don't worry about there being stuff on the side. So I'm going to grab my ultra fine glitter, take my spoon. Some people use a funnel, some people use a squeeze bottle, whatever you feel more comfortable with. I just use a spoon and put a piece of paper under so the piece of paper catches whatever I don't put in my ornament. So I usually put 2 scoops, kind of shake off the excess. Then you just move it around in your ornament. So I find for ornaments, it's really important to use dark colors. You want to shake it until the ornament kind of doesn't spew out anything anymore. You don't want to shake it too much because you don't want anything that's already sticking there to come off. So once that's done, you put it right side up. Darker colors tend to kind of, you don't really see through. When you're using lighter colors, you might see through. And unfortunately, I haven't found a way to do a second coat of glitter without kind of ripping off what was already there. So you really want to be using a little bit darker colors. What's really cool when you're using light colors is if you put it near your light in your Christmas tree, the light actually flashes through the glitter and it makes it shine even more. So depending on the look you're trying to achieve, light or dark is good based on whatever you're doing. So now that the ornament has the glitter in it, you just put whatever decal of vinyl that you want on here. These little ones are 80 millimeters. So I usually do the design about 2.5 inches by 2.5 inches, depending what the design is. And there's also bigger ones that are 100 millimeters. Both of them I've bought for mine on designblanks.ca. There's also heart ornaments and there's some actual round ones. So these are more flat. Makes it a lot easier to put the decal on, but as you see it hanging, you don't really notice, since it has a little bit of a curved surface, that it is a flatter ornament. So if you're a beginner, I recommend using these flat ornaments. They still look just as nice in the Christmas tree. They don't take up as much room, and it makes it a lot easier to apply the vinyl at first. And it also takes up a whole lot less glitter. So now that the ornament's like this, I just stick it back into my cup and I let it dry there for 24 hours. You want to make sure that you don't put the lid back on the ornament. You really want it to air dry to make sure everything's dry inside. What happens if you don't let it dry properly is that eventually it will dry on its own and then all the glitter is going to start falling. So I've had my ornaments for about 2 or 3 years now. I've dropped them, I moved them around, I've packed them up, repacked them. Sometimes they're not wrapped properly, and none of my glitter has ever fallen, and my vinyl has never peeled off either. So I haven't had any issues using this method. So now I'm just going to let this dry overnight, And then tomorrow I'm going to apply the vinyl to it as I would to anything else. If you're not sure how to apply vinyl, that's something I can show you in another video. So now that my ornament is dry, I'm just going to leave it in the cup here. I'm going to take the lid for it, place it over top. This is where you want to make sure that it's been air dry at least for 24 hours or at least overnight. Just because as soon as you start putting these pins in, if your polyacrylic, which is glue, is still wet on the inside, the pins are going to push down your glitter and you're going to have some empty spots on the top here, which doesn't make very nice. Especially since they're going in your Christmas tree where the light's going to be flashing on them, it's going to be very apparent. So once it's dry, I put the lid on. I take the hanging doohickey and I just put it in like that. No scratching, no nothing, no glitter removal at all. So now you have your perfect ornament. You can put the Grinch's face on here, Christmas tree, your name, whatever you want on it, it's up to you. If you're not sure how to put in some vinyl, I can show you in another video. Now I would normally put in some ribbon or hanging them just with a Christmas tree hook. There's some fancy ones at the dollar store. And you can gift them as well. Design Blanks has some boxes that you can put them in. So if you want to give someone a nice Christmas gift, put a little bit of tissue paper in the box and you have the ornaments sit in the box. It makes for a really nice gift for someone who has everything. So thanks for crafting with Cora and thanks for watching our video. Happy crafting.